Potatoes, tonight there is going to be a debate between Kadawfi Crush and yours truly, Liquid Gold Steve. I'm going to be in the corner of Xbox, Kadawfi Crush, that is in the corner of PlayStation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to keep this debate above the belt, but if it goes below, too damn bad. To me, Xbox is a great console gaming system. There might have been a few uh-ohs, but to overview of this whole thing, I believe PlayStation is sorely lacking compared to Xbox. Your opening remark?
It ain't no secret that I'm actually a Nintendo fan. But when Nintendo started falling off, PlayStation was there to catch me. I'm going to be fighting in the corner of the PlayStation. I'm here to talk about the greatness in the gaming and the absolute fun that PlayStation was able to bring over Xbox. I'm here to describe how Xbox jumped in the game feet first and stumbled around until they picked themselves up. I'm here to discuss how PlayStation watched the little baby fall over and over and never helped to pick him up until he got himself up.
So I'm going to come at the throat right off the rip.
Bring it on, bitch.
Why does PlayStation ride Xbox's coattails? If you think about it, how you told over the years, and I've looked up, Xbox was the first console to do DLC. Why did PlayStation come at them? And you said that you've hated DLC. You think that shit's garbage.
Oh, yeah.
But your fucking PlayStation will follow some low-rent, second-rate console like the great Xbox.
Well, unfortunately, Xbox, with the new ideas they did bring to gaming, did change the landscape of gaming. I mean, really did. We made an episode called The Internet versus Gaming, did we not?
Yes, we did.
And that's why. Xbox, their trickle-down effect has fucked us all in the pockets and the wallets. Xbox started something that was a cool gaming phenomenon, and then they decided to put an extra price tag on it. And that one little extra price tag, somebody said, oh, how many other little extra price tags can we add? Now we have gaming stores that if you want to buy everything in the game, it costs you $500 million. $500 million to play your damn video game because they keep adding little shit here, little shit there, little shit there. And here's Xbox. Here's Xbox.
Microsoft.
Here's Xbox. I'm not. And I mean, look, PlayStation followed the money. Nintendo followed the money. Fucking Steam followed the money.
I'm going to interject on you right now. Xbox could have started, probably started, they did start, the DLC wave. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't believe you saying that it brought some scourge onto the gaming community. Some people have this thing called the disposable income. And if they are gamers, sometimes they want to just treat themselves. What else are you buying? Shit for your cat? I'm saying when I played my Xbox 360 and I was 13, 14 years old, I didn't have this kind of thing called money. I didn't have the internet to worry about. I just played my game and I enjoyed it. I had a PlayStation 3 before I had my Xbox 360 and it died on me. But the price tags on my Xbox 360 didn't affect my gaming experience. I know there's people out there probably saying, yeah, but they fucked me all the fucking time. Well, I'm sorry. That was your fucking experience. My opinion is if I enjoyed myself and didn't have to spend any kind of type of money, Was it that bad of an experience?
I think you only experienced Xbox halfway. I don't think you experienced the full capability and capacity of Xbox, which means I think you're partially unqualified to be able to
Hold on.
discuss.
Let me explain something. Let me get to my second part. Yes, I did feel this pain, but I was older. I was when I had actual disposable income and could enjoy myself with this DLC that actually came out. Like I've told you multiple times, we are in a different age gap. And me being growing into DLC, yeah, it sucks sometimes, but I have not seen a game I've played where I have to pay for an ending, where I have to pay for a boost up. That's the pay to win bullshit. That's that fucking Battlefield too.
That's that bullshit. That's that. Mind you, when it comes to the current age of gaming, when it comes to Xbox versus PlayStation, I think at PS5 and Xbox, what?
Xbox Series X is the top of the line and S is the top of the line right now.
What's the name of the actual console?
Xbox Series S.
Xbox Series S.
The
Okay.
S is the one that's digital only. The X is the big brick that I wanted, but I got the S. It's okay.
Okay.
I like my little toaster.
Okay. So the Xbox Series blah, the new one and the PlayStation 5, I think they're not identical, obviously. They have different, UI and stuff like that to process the games. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, there's not much of a difference. They both have shitty practices. I do believe Xbox's game store is far superior to PlayStation. I think it's far superior. PlayStation's game store.
Thank you.
PlayStation's game store is garbage. It is absolute garbage. Like the fact that we have to continue to pay for like a PlayStation Plus or a Xbox Live, whatever the fuck that shit's called, to continue to play these games online that we purchased already, to have the online experience, I think that's absolute bullshit. And
What do you mean by the Kadawfi? I'm not following you.
when it comes to PlayStation 4, I don't have a PS5, but I'm assuming it's the same thing. If I want to play my game like Elden Ring or something like that online, I have to have my PlayStation Plus.
You at least have to.
I have to have subscribed to PlayStation's online service, their store service, whatever the fuck that is. And with the same with Xbox, which is how that kind of started, was with Xbox.
But
And
I'll give you a retort on that one. Xbox has a better price point.
yeah,
Way better.
look, that has never been the problem. Like, it's never been like, oh my god, like, well,
Is it just because
cheap.
Xbox started it?
It's the fact that we have to pay for this shit when I already pay for it. I already paid for it, mother. I bought the game. I bought the console. This console has Wi-Fi capabilities. I can hardwire into it and be online. I can do all the things that you can do online except for play The Last of Us online or Call of Duty online or Armor Core online unless I have the PlayStation Plus membership. Same with Xbox. I think it's bullshit. Like, I think that's absolute bullshit. And Xbox started it.
Xbox did start the reoccurring monthly payment to have live. You could sometimes pull it for a new game. You get 3 months or like a week free trial.
Look, Warcraft did it. Sort of. Warcraft, Starcraft, they kind of sort of did it. You had to have these battle pass points or some shit to be able to be online, which is kind of the same thing, but like you had to have like a subscription to Warcraft to be provided. Not so you could play online, but so you can play Warcraft. You know what I mean? Like you paid like the subscription service to Blizzard.
So you believe the online
play-
features should, other than the store, be free?
Yeah.
You should at least have internet access to talk to your friends.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But the game, like buying the store and shit.
Yeah, like that's like if you want to make me pay for, not make me, because like don't make me pay for like the ending to a game. That's bullshit. Ashura's Wrath. Don't make me do that.
It might begin to that.
Like
Grand Theft Auto's like lead.
Release a full fucking game, right? Release a full game with all the unlockables that we can unlock. And then add your extra creativity into the store. Make us want to buy the extra. Don't make me want to buy it because it's necessary for me to have it. Don't make me want to buy it because, well, I don't feel like grinding and leveling up. Don't give me shit like that. Give me fucking amazing customization. You know, like give me decent customization in game and then fucking go balls to the wall with it in the store. That's what Warframe did. I don't mind that. I'd have bought Warframe full price if it wasn't a free to play game. So essentially, I spent 60 of my own dollars to say that I bought Warframe to buy customization shit.
That's fair.
You know, like I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's part of the uniqueness of being in the internet age and being in the digital age in gaming.
So would you pay for like you just said you paid a certain amount of money, so it kind of like you bought the game.
Yeah.
If it's free to play, you would spend money somewhat if it is needed.
If I wanted to, not if it's needed. I don't want it. I don't want it if it's needed. If it's needed, that's not. I don't want that. I don't even. In all honesty, when like we can talk about Warframe just for a second. There are items and things that you can get that you can just purchase through the store. You know, you just spend your little platinum and buy this segment or buy this or that. Like that other spaceship that I have. You know, how you have that basic like kind of octagon-y spaceship or kind of like a fish, and I got that other one, the one that's like kind of skinny. I had to earn all that, but you can go to the store and buy that. I think that's something that's okay to be purchased. But when it's something that pushes the story along, I think that should be required for you to go find and earn that. I don't think there should be an option for you just to go, fuck it, I'll buy it at the store. I think that's horseshit.
I want to get to back on the topic of PlayStation versus Xbox.
We hadn't left it yet.
No, I know. I'm going to another topic. I should have said we're going to another topic. You brought up price points and online capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Who won that?
Xbox. Xbox wins that. But create a problem, sell the solution.
It's like an engineer makes an engine, but the mechanic has to figure it out.
No.
Wrong?
No.
Wrong analogy?
It's like your town has a dam, and I fucking ran my truck through the dam and broke the dam. In order to fix it, though, I have this magic dam fucking fixer. This magic like fucking what's that shit you can like paint on Flex Seal?
Yeah, Flex Seal. That's what it is.
Hey, I got this whole fucking dump truck of Flex Seal for $1 million. You can have the dump truck of Flex Seal. Create the problem, sell the solution. That's fucked up.
That's fucked
up. So Xbox wins the fucked up award, the most fucked up award. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, we're 1-0.
I think PlayStation is worse for how they've done it. Like the least they could have done is been comparable and gave me a comparable store, gave me a comparable, you know what I'm saying? Like benefits.
They looked at Xbox, like you said, they looked at the little child that kept on falling down and getting back up, and they saw that idea and they were like, you know what? We're going to put a little spin on it and steal money.
And I don't know what Nintendo's store is like right now. I know on my 3DS, I like my store. My store's fine. I think everything's priced fine. I don't have to have a Nintendo subscription to go to the store. You do have to have a social security number though when it comes to Nintendo products.
Fair.
Yeah, like not your real social, but like your console has like a social security number
or something.
No. It's like a whole nother number. It's like a whole nother fucking number. But anyway, because we was like that shit too. Like if you want to do stuff, but
Kadawfi, I've got a point to break with you.
Let's do it.
All right.
Point break.
I'm thinking of Thor with Point Break. All right, I'm done.
Oh.
But you know, I never seen that movie, and I finally saw it with an ex-girlfriend.
Oh, for real?
Thought it was all right.
It's all right. It's not that big of a deal.
I didn't want to watch the new one. But continuing on. You have a big gripe against controllers of Xbox.
It ain't just theirs, but yeah.
You say like it feels funky in the hand, and You can't, you just can't play with it. Like, what's the what makes it just unplayable?
It's always been too big.
Too big.
Like, I don't like the way it's spaced out. I feel like it's like too solid. It's
like a big piece of wood in your hand.
Yeah, and it's hard to explain, but the problem is that it's just uncomfortable in my mitts. They've never been comfortable, and I feel like they made design changes just to be dickheads. Like, don't get me wrong, you don't want to copy your competition ever. You never want to, especially in the controller market. You never want to copy your competition.
I have a point about
Which,
that.
mind you, the Xbox's controller was really reminiscent of the GameCube controller. The way the sticks were set up.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of stupid at the time. Their buttons were just dumb. The whole controller was just stupid looking, along with the big stupid fucking
Battery
box.
pack.
This is a big stupid box in the living room. Like I was never impressed by the Xbox, not once.
Let me get to my controller. My controller. I have never had a problem with these controllers. I do have bigger hands than you, so like it does fit a better, but I've never had a problem. And ladies and gentlemen, I play PlayStation and I play Xbox. I haven't played Nintendo. The only game controller that really kind of feels funny, well, I've never had a Game Boy or GameCube a GameCube controller in my hand.
Yeah, but the only one that you've played with that feels funny is
Nintendo.
Which one?
That one, the one outside, 64, the Super Nintendo.
The Super Nintendo.
I said 64 for some reason.
That one outside.
I don't know what that is.
Can you guys see that one outside?
I've had I've bought more PlayStation controllers than Xbox controllers. Maybe they're built sturdier, like how you say they're kind of built like a brick or a damn, like a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just like, I have heavy hands. I kind of do have heavy hands. And I've had more stick drift and more buttons mushed in and shit like that on a PlayStation controller, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, even the PlayStation 4. I've had like 6 of them damn things.
The only PlayStation controllers I've ever replaced in my personal life were ones that were not official controllers. I usually like to have as official as a controller as I can get.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even like refurbished ones. I'd rather have like an old one if I can.
I got fucked on one of them when we went to the game room.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, there are, I still don't trust Mad Catz. I'm told Mad Catz is the shit now, but I'm from an era where Mad Catz controller was the one you gave somebody you ain't really want to play the game with.
That's fucked up, man.
That's the one you gave them, was the Mad Catz controller. Oh, no. You don't want that. You don't want that. That one raggy. Get down the see-through one. Yeah, the one that's clear. Yeah, get that
that's
one.
The right one.
Yeah, get that one. That's the one you want to give people.
But like for an Xbox controller, it was sturdy. It didn't. I liked some of the placements was funky, but I got used to it because I played it for so fucking long. I've had an Xbox until like 2018.
Yeah.
Until I finally had like a PlayStation. I played PlayStation over the years with like PlayStation 4, having another PlayStation. That was the gap I had from 2010 to like 2018. So 8 years I played Xbox. So I got used to the handheld. Didn't feel funny. Felt great in the hands. I think I went through like 1 or maybe 2, like breaking like a joystick or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've had more trouble with PlayStation controllers than fucking Xbox. And I see that as like a longevity thing.
When it comes to stick drift, I have experienced that in PlayStations. However,
you don't have the evidence of an Xbox.
Yeah, I don't have the evidence of an Xbox. I have experienced it in PlayStations. And it's also really not that big of a deal to me. Like, it's like, once you know your controller and you didn't put your own wear and tear on it, you know how to function. Like my PS3, you've seen, I have a nice crispy new one. Nice crispy new PS3 controller. And then I got my old busted Faithful.
Yeah, I see that one.
Yeah, that's my one. I've had 2 separate dogs chew the fucking sticks off of them damn controllers. 2 separate dogs.
2 separate.
Oh yeah, 2. I had Monster and Artemis. They both did that. At 2 like years apart. But
I have a
that
small
controller is still my preferred controller when I play PlayStation 3. For me, I don't let y'all have that controller because that one has all my funkiness with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how the buttons work and how hard to push the stick to get it to do what I need. It's my jam.
that's the Mad Cat controller.
It's my
It's the Mad Cat controller.
Technically, it's a Mad Cat, but like no, in real life, it's actually
It's a real PlayStation.
It's the
controller.
original controller that came with that console.
Hey, that's
when I bought that brand new.
Dude, like I said, I when I lost my PlayStation 3, I never picked up PlayStation unless I was like at my uncle's or my dad's house or playing like a friend's house.
Yeah.
I never really played like after my PlayStation died, it kind of gave me it kind of salted me a little bit to PlayStation because I had like PlayStation 2, then the PlayStation 3 came out and then it fucking died on me.
Yeah. I remember.
But hold on. Fun factoid. Xbox tried to get the same people that made PlayStation controllers make their controllers when they first came out, and they told them straight up, "Fuck you, get the fuck out,
fuck on." Like, nah, you gonna come in here and try to big dick your way into this?
It's all right. That's all right. That's fucking all right because they made their own. They made their own.
You can look at the way Xbox turns on. You can look at the controllers and just look at it and go, that's American. Like it just fucking
America.
It just looks like motherfucking just fuck tough and rigid. Like fucking what am I doing? Throwing it through windows?
You've seen the Series S. That bitch looks like a fucking rectangle brick.
Yeah,
that fucking look. You could put that shit in between a fucking. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I fucked it up,
but when it comes to controllers, everybody and their mama know. Everybody and their mama knows the superior controller is the PlayStation controller. No matter which generation of PlayStation versus Xbox you're talking about, the PlayStation controller is the superior. It feels the best. The thumbsticks are in a normal human being fucking spot. The X button, the as Xbox calls them, the bumper buttons. Look at the shoulder buttons. The
bumpers.
They're the shoulders. They're in the right spot.
The bumpers.
The top buttons. They're in the right spot.
The bumpers.
The bumper buttons. Like that's one of those things. Like Xbox just named shit differently sometimes just to be fucking different.
Yeah.
Like they did some shit just to be different, and it was. Don't get me wrong. You need to have your own uniqueness, and it's good that they have like their own like the bumper buttons. I make fun of it because it's the competition's way of saying the top buttons, the shoulder buttons, you know? But like, it's cool that y'all have y'all's own little culture behind your console and behind like the functionality of your console. Like you guys know neat little tricks that you can do with your Xbox that non-Xbox players don't know. Same with PlayStation and Nintendo people. But when it comes to controllers, the absolute fucking superior
is the Xbox.
Is the PlayStation.
I'm going to give you this. Xbox One, 2013 Xbox One, those controllers suck butt. Like, they fell apart very bad.
Did they?
They did. Like, my brother had an Xbox One. I had the Xbox 360. My mom got him the Xbox One. Them bumper buttons fell apart. Like, fell apart. She had to buy him like two more remotes because both of them fell apart.
No shit.
But Xbox 360 remote, that's so fucking nice. You have to try it out, man. It's skinnier.
I've played a 360.
It feels better.
The 360. Okay, here is my final say so about the controllers because we've gone round and round about this. And I don't think I've ever told you this. So here's my final say so about why the PlayStation controller is superior to the Xbox controller. All right.
Okay.
My favorite genre of game are fighting games. The Xbox controller is well adapted for racing games, sports games, and first-person shooters. Fighting games, garbage.
I bet I could do it.
Garbage. And mind you, I've never had the opportunity to play against somebody in a fighting game when I had my PlayStation controller and they had their Xbox. Right. So like I'm not gonna sit here and go, I wish a fucker. No, I'm not gonna talk all that cash shit. But I know putting a Sega Genesis controller in my hand was terrible for fighting games, and putting an Xbox controller in my hand is terrible for fighting games. I no. No.
And this is why Halo was one of the
This is
exclusives
why-
on Xbox.
And this is why first person shooters went nuts on Xbox. Like they went ballistic on Xbox. It was just like,
But why did PlayStation 5?
oh,
Why did the
before we go there, you have anything else about the controller argument?
I won't disrespect PlayStation's controller. I didn't like the first one. I didn't. After not seeing it with joysticks, it's weird.
Well, that's right. You weren't like around before they you weren't like around
94, man. I was a wink in my daddy's eye.
like before the damn analog, because like they didn't always have the analogs, and like when they came out, those were weird to me when they first, because not all games used them, and like some games could use them, but like you didn't have to. Metal Gear Solid and stuff. I think Siphon Filter was like that. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I won't disrespect PlayStation controllers, but if I had to pick a controller to use, it'd be Xbox. Maybe the 360. I'm riding a lot of 360, but that was my jam.
Yeah.
That was my fucking baby. I have a story to tell.
That's where you come from.
If we back it up just a second, Kadawfi's always brought a little story on there on the shows. My story is how I played Xbox, original Xbox, the fucking black and green. That shit looked nice. I kind of like that design, honestly.
Spawn looking shit.
But my first Xbox was the 360 in 2010. Getting it on Christmas Day. My first Xbox. Plug it in. About to play a new game. It red rings. I actually have my second Xbox 360 and it hasn't died yet. I've had that bitch for 14 years. 14 years. Ain't no fucking, I could turn that bitch on today. Play it until in the morning. It might be fucking toasty red, but that bitch is going to keep on going. Sorry, I had to bring that little bit in.
I think you have a very rare Xbox 360. I've seen this thing turned on. He's right. It does function like it should. And I don't know if yours was, because you got yours in 2010.
2010.
Xbox 360 came out.
I got it from a pawn shop.
When did Xbox 360 come out?
2005.
2005. So you had about a 5-year-old console that might have been the second batch, third batch release that might have been a refurbished model. I'm not sure. Or it could just be one of the ones that fucking work. However, by the way, controller battle goes to PlayStation. But
1-1. Kadawfi. We've talked about most of the consoles, generational.
Yeah.
Which one was the best at
longevity? Is where I can't, not longevity, but
you want to go longevity?
But like not what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not performance.
I'm looking for graphics.
It's not that either. It's like playability.
What do you mean playability?
This is what I mean by playability. I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Durability?
No, not durability.
That's endurance.
Because I think Xbox is more durable, just because of like the physical console. Because you know how every time a console comes out, they break them with the sledgehammer or whatever. I think Xbox took more blows before it fucking shattered than PlayStation did.
They should play a game when they do that.
Don't they? I don't know.
I don't think they do that, man.
They try to plug it in and see if it. I don't know, but when it comes to that, when PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4 came out, you could take your disc and put it in the game, play the game, eject the game, and put the game back in your case unscratched, unharmed. When Xbox, the original, came out, they were scratching up discs.
Didn't the PlayStation have that shit happen too?
Not that I'm aware of.
It was either the 2 or 1. Like it was overheating. They had those.
The 1 used to overheat. The old gray box used to overheat. I personally never experienced it, but I've been told that they used to overheat and people would like wrap them up in a towel and flip them upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
I've never experienced that, but what you could do with a PlayStation 1, which is if you had a burnt game, you could like trick the motherfucker into playing the burnt game, but you had to be quick. You had to have a real game and the burnt game. Yep, you had to like be quick. You had to put the burnt game in first with and the console had to stay open. You had to put like a little paper clip or something in the part that says it's closed to say it's closed while it's wide open. And you had to like put the burnt game in, let the screen get to the white screen, and then switch them out. And then let that start up to the black screen to where the game starts spinning, and it'll quit spinning for a second. And that's when you switch the motherfucker out again while it's on, like as it transitions from the black screen. If you get that shit just right, the burnt game will come right on like ain't nothing wrong.
Man, that's some fucking trickery shit right there.
I mean,
I ain't never heard that. I've heard the flip, but I've never heard the fucking
cool shit you used to be able to do. But when it came to scratching games, I don't recall PlayStation ever having that issue. I do totally recall Xbox having that issue with the original Xbox, the scratching, like, and it wasn't like just little scratches. It was like gouging people's games. Xbox 360, that good old fashioned red ring,
I just said, man, I had my first Xbox red ring, not even the first time.
Like, that's really all you need to say about 360. Like, and everybody knows what that was about. It was about Xbox, Microsoft, whoever, being so fast to try to get the market before PlayStation. They fell again. And PlayStation sat back and watched them fall on their shit. It came out with a good quality console. That PlayStation 3. That fucking
You mean the worst one?
That fucking PlayStation 3, yo, when it comes to gaming for me personally, the fucking platinum age, the golden age, the diamond age, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that fucking, yeah, this was the time to be a gamer. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Wii. Those three consoles, that was the fucking shit at the time.
What was that, the 7th gen?
Like, 6th or 7th, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I respect saying that is the range of like the best games came out. Like they had the creative juices were flowing.
Oh yeah,
on all three platforms.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I still think PlayStation 3 is like that ugly stepchild, or the junior at high school. Like you're almost there, but you're in that range of smelling funny and not looking good at all.
I totally disagree.
I feel like it's PlayStation 2, or honestly, it's PlayStation 4, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3. Because I can't give an actual estimate on PlayStation 5 because I've only had it,
right,
give or take.
That's one of the things with this debate was like I didn't want to discuss the Xbox Series whatever, and the PlayStation 5 because like they haven't been out long enough, and especially
they've technically been out long enough compared to like Xbox came out 4 years, PlayStation came out in 5. You're almost there, but you haven't had experience with it.
They haven't. Well, they actually haven't been out long enough to even wow me. Like the newest console generation, I thought the generation before was a failure. Personally,
PlayStation 4,
Xbox One. Yeah, I think, and not the consoles themselves.
The business.
I think the business was a fucking failure as far as gaming overall. This is when so far as DLC has gotten out of fucking control. Gaming, how many games have we just absolutely torn apart online because they weren't what we expected, they weren't what they told us they were going to be. Now we got to have all these No Man's Sky, things like that. What is it?
You really want No Man's Sky?
Dude, that sounds like the coolest fucking game the way they talked about it. That sounded like Minecraft, but I can jump planets.
And just make Minecraft.
And just fucking do, like, but I can jump planets. That sounds like the shit. Anything Bethesda has released in the PlayStation 4, PlayStation, or Xbox One console generation has been utter garbage. Like irredeemable garbage, if you ask me.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't play both of them, but Doom and Doom Eternal was like the mega shit.
They look good. They look like they played good. I forgot that was Bethesda, and I also forgot about Evil Within. Those games are fun too. No lie, those games are super fun.
And Evil Within wasn't it was both consoles, right? They had PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
I believe so. I think so.
I didn't play the first one or the second one, but I've seen gameplay and it was a great game to watch.
The first one was awesome. That was a great game to get through. I was scared the whole time. Real shit. Like, but the second one, I haven't beaten it. I've talked about that. I kind of got my panties scared off and hadn't come back to it.
There's an actual exclusive that you've never played that I think you should try. Alan Wake.
Alan Wake's cool. Alan Wake's cool. Alan Wake is old too. And it finally got good again. Because like it just always struggled to get good. And it finally got good. And I'm still not going to play it.
You should try it though.
It's cool. But
I played it back in when it first came out. Got it on I think a red box.
So as far as playability is concerned though, when it comes to all of my consoles that I had, all the PlayStations that I got 2, 3, and 4, again, the one I had the most fun with was my 3. 2 was really fun, super innovative. A lot of great games came out. Onimusha, The Bouncer, love The Bouncer, Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy X, Gran Turismo 3 and 4, motherfucking.
That's a racing game. What the hell?
Hey, it's a good ass racing game. The Metal Gear games, Tekken, Kingdom Hearts. I mean, there was some heat on PlayStation 2. There was some absolute heat. And what I like to point out here on the games that I just mentioned was that was a large variety of types of games. That was a very large variety of games, different play styles. You know, it wasn't all one thing. You know, different adventures to go on.
Hey, don't be talking about my Fable and my damn Gears of War and my.
But when it comes to playability,
Halo.
When it comes again to playability, when you look at Xbox's games that they had for Xbox, like their exclusives, they're games that were, only on Xbox. What you really had to play was Halo 2, Halo, The Sneak King, Fable, Dead or Alive 3, which was garbage because it was a fighting game on Xbox. You had Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. People loved that. That was interesting to look at. Project Gotham Racing. You didn't really, as far as exclusives were concerned, Xbox didn't have a whole lot of fun. What was it? Abe's Odyssey? With the Oddworld? Abe's Odyssey, I think is what it was called.
I think so.
Yeah, that was...
Hey,
nobody
man.
really wanted that game, I don't think. But people played this. People liked Oddworld from back in the day on PlayStation. People loved that shit. And when Xbox got their hands on it, when Xbox got their hands on Rare, they didn't know what the fuck to do with Rare for a while. They put out a garbage ass Banjo and Kazooie game on the 360 that nobody cared about. Yeah, that's about what Rare did. The playability, when you went to the wall at the game store and looked at the Xbox wall, you saw a lot of red, brown, and black. Just looking at the wall, red, brown, and black. And 90% of what you was looking at was a first-person shooter. Like, it was like Xbox thought they invented first-person shooters. Like, they forgot about fucking James Bond or something. I don't know.
I don't care what you say. I'll always remember Modern Warfare 2, the original, the best out of all the fucking games.
Yeah, that was a great cross-platform game.
I know.
That was a
Fuck you,
great
man.
cross-platform. I mean, hey, I bet you also really like the Grand Theft Auto games on the Xbox.
Oh,
also,
yeah, it was great,
They were the
man.
shit, weren't they? Yeah, they were
Only.
the fucking bees and knees.
After 3, they were like, you can't have the Grand Theft Auto series no more.
Yeah, just back to fuck. But y'all still get it. Y'all still had them all. They had Vice City
I
and shit.
know. But I know I'll take the L on this one as of playability / exclusives, but I still believe the playability is better on Xbox. They make it look better. They play better if you're playing a first-person shooter.
I mean, when it comes to looking at console exclusives, that is one thing that has always had me going when it comes to a game company. Nintendo, they always had a lot of different kind of games, things you kind of had to give a chance before you judged it. Even to this day, what's that game with the Squid Kids where you're shooting people with inks?
Oh, Inklets or something?
It's something. Squidbillies. I don't know what it's called. But
That's
it's not
something,
Squidbillies. But like that game, again, it's looking at it is like, what the fuck? Putting your hands on it's different. Things like Mario Party, of course, but PlayStation had a lot of games that looking at the cover, the front and the back, usually gave you a really good idea of what type of adventure you might be getting into. And a lot of times you get super surprised. Kind of like on PS3, Lost Planet 2. Lost Planet was super fun, but Lost Planet 2 is my shit. I've mentioned that before. That game is my jam with the multiplayer and the fucking the drop in drop out multiplayer online. That is so amazing. That's so fun. I hadn't played a game like that back then. I'm sure there were other games like that at the time, but killing monsters, jumping into Gundams, fucking blowing shit up, picking up the gun from the Gundam and using it instead of using the Gundam. Fucking lovely game. But when you go over to the Xbox 360, now Xbox 360 appears to have had a lot more exclusives than any of the other Xboxes. This seems to be, like I was saying, the golden age, like the platinum age, the fucking diamond age for gaming. Because PlayStation had a very long list of top sellers. What do they consider a top seller? Like once it sells over 1 million units or ships over 1 million, something like that. And like PlayStation 3.
That's when you get the red wrap.
Yeah, their list was like fucking 50 fucking games. Xbox 360s was like 15. It was like 15. And of that list, Connected Ventures was up there. Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 4, Gears of War, Gears of War 2, Fable 3, Gears of War 3, Halo ODST, and Forza Motorsport 3.
Hey,
and just as a quick reference, PlayStations look like this: Gran Turismo 5, The Last of Us, Uncharted 3, Uncharted 2, Metal Gear Solid, Guns of the Patriots, Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, Gran Turismo 6, God of War 3, Uncharted, Little Big Planet.
That sounds like a whole bunch of
Uncharted.
Like
a whole bunch of Uncharted.
Hey man, I played all 3 of them and it was fun.
Fucking hate Uncharted.
I love Uncharted. I love Nathan Drake. This is the greatest thing.
And again, and when it comes to that generation of consoles, it's hard to say that like Xbox is inferior to PlayStation or PlayStation's better. They both had their fuck ups in that time. We had that Red Ring fuck up, which lasted too long, if you ask me. And then PlayStation had that network crash during the PlayStation
in 2010.
3. Yep, that one fucked us for like 2-3 months. You couldn't play your games online. Like, bro, I was deep into DC Universe. I mean, deep. And when everything came back, I lost all my data in DC Universe.
Because they had to reset the button.
Yep, I lost all that. I was so mad.
And you know what Xbox did? You paid every month, or you paid $50 a year, and that shit didn't happen.
Yeah, no problems. You had no problems. Which I think that might be part of why PlayStation went on ahead to get you to pay for that PlayStation Plus. They offered it back on PlayStation 3, but you didn't have to have it. You could just go on about your day.
So you got benefits from it.
Right. So I think that was part of the benefit package was they protected your shit.
That's where that price point I was trying to talk about earlier. You get the $19.99, which is you get online.
Yep.
The 15 or 14 or something, you get a little bit of games.
Yep.
Then you pay $30, you get everything and online.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And Xbox is only $17.
That comes with the protection that they're giving you as well with your online security, which PlayStation failed. I think they had 2 crashes like that. Only one of them was that bad in 2010. They had like another breach, I think, during the PlayStation 4 era or the very end of PlayStation 3 era. They had another one, but
that thing was a curse item right there.
Yeah, like that hurt my heart. Like, cause I was like, "Are you serious?"
But you like PlayStation 3 that much that you can take those curse marks and be like, "It's okay."
I took that because, like, okay, again, when it happened, I had no online information. My debit card was not attached to my PlayStation in any shape or form. I had never purchased a game online, ever. It didn't affect me. it is just affected the fact that I couldn't play my online game online anymore. Until it came back, and it kind of hurt my heart. Like I was like, damn. Don't get me wrong, I still had other games to play that didn't require online. Fucking Resident Evil 5. That was my
You
what?
You like that punch in that boulder?
What? What? Sheva. Chris. Like that was
But
my shit.
I don't think that was an exclusive though.
I didn't say it was.
Oh, my fault.
I didn't say it was. I just said I had that at the time. I still had Marvel vs. Capcom. No,
Was
I didn't.
any of them
No,
good?
I didn't have Marvel vs. Capcom yet. That wasn't there. Any of what good?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Hell yeah, amazing games.
I saw the third one on PlayStation Store, and I don't know if I want to buy it or
The
not.
third one was really cool. I didn't like the color change to the graphics. Everything got darker. But besides that, it was really fun. Deadpool, all the characters you can have in that game. Frank West.
That would be funny to watch Capcom Frank West do that shit.
And he does. Wesker. Wesker was off the chain.
That would probably be.
Wesker was off the chain. Dante from Devil May Cry.
You can't get Leon Edwards?
Kennedy?
Leon Kennedy. I said Edwards.
He might have been. I know they released a lot of characters later. They released a lot. I like playing with Okami, the dog. That was my shit.
From where?
From Okami.
Oh, the fuck that is?
No, you never seen Okami? It's the game with the dog, and it's like you have to paint.
Nope.
No, it's a very interesting creative game. I wish they would have had the dude from Beautiful Katamari in there. Another fucking great game on PlayStation, Beautiful Katamari. I don't know if it was on Xbox or not. I'm not sure, but that was super fun. Nice and creative around that time. There were a lot of really amazing games at that time frame. But then we swapped over to PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I think a lot of shit started to go downhill here. When it comes to PlayStation's top games, exclusives. Marvel Spider-Man 2018.
Took until 2018 to get that one.
God of War 2022. That's a good ass game.
I didn't finish it.
Uncharted 4.
Yep.
Gran Turismo Sport.
Has to be.
Last of Us 2. Horizon Zero Dawn. Ghosts of Tsushima.
Well, when you get Horizon Zero Dawn with the PlayStation 4, you kind of have to be the top hit for it.
It should be. I mean, just like, hey, Nintendo got away with that shit for a long time. Putting putting Super Mario Brothers in with the Super Nintendo. So like that became the number one selling game. Then they did the shit again with Wii and Wii Sports. Hey man, get your shit out there. Last of Us Remastered, Infamous Second Son, and probably the pride and joy of the PlayStation 4 right now. Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's probably their pride and fucking joy right now.
I do wish there was one game that did. Well, there's two games I wish that wasn't exclusive to PlayStation: Uncharted and Infamous. The original. I like Cole McGrath, the first and second one.
Was Second Son any good?
I didn't play it. It was the first like PlayStation 4 game that really came out.
Okay.
It was like the very beginning.
It wasn't quite a release game, but
it was a release game.
Was it a release game? Okay.
It was around that area of releasing.
Is that what it's called? That's not what it's called. There's another word for that, another term for that. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Launch title.
Game.
Was it a launch title?
There you go.
So Xbox One.
I bet there's Sunset Overdrive in it.
So for their exclusives, just that, I don't even think that list went to 10, to be honest with you. I had to actually go find another list so I could add more to like what else people were playing. No, what else people were playing. Halo 5.
Halo.
Dead Rising 3. Forza 5. Rise, Son of Rome.
I thought that was a PlayStation 3 game.
It's at Xbox One. I was really interested. I was like, was it? And then Forza 6.
Hey man, Xbox One is the ugly stepchild of Xbox. It's the girl that glows up and takes the glasses off. Like
I think that was just indicative of the industry. I don't even really want to give Xbox the big L on Xbox One. Because again, I think that was just indicative. Now, mind you, PlayStation, of course, had, they got their shit together-ish, I guess. They have enough great games exclusively on PlayStation 4 to say, all right, motherfucker, you passed. Xbox, I don't think so, but I guess it was their fan base picking up the cross-platform games that really kept them alive. That's just sad looking at the Xbox like that, like having to scrounge the internet to find what games were actually good and popular that were exclusive on Xbox One. That was pretty sad to do. I actually almost shed a tear writing that out earlier in the week. So when it comes to me to playability, PlayStation dominates. Absolutely dominates over Xbox and has since Xbox's inception.
Thank you, Kadawfi, for those words of make-believe.
Mm-hmm. Numbers don't lie, cuz.
Numbers don't lie? Numbers don't lie, Kadawfi.
Mm-hmm.
Your cursed item child, I just want to bring up a small little detail. PlayStation felt like fucking their own people when when PlayStation 3 came out. So PlayStation 3, when they first came out, and I'm going to I'll take the L on playability. But for what Xbox charges a person for the console, like it's the working man console. PlayStation is it's like the Jaguar to the Ford.
It was.
Was? What do you mean was?
Didn't PlayStation 4 underprice Xbox One?
I have prices right here.
Let's do that. What you got?
So I want to bring this up right now. Who in the God's green earth was paying $300.94 for a PlayStation 1?
For a regular PlayStation?
For a regular PlayStation. The gray box. $300 in 1994.
As opposed to what?
Nothing. Because Xbox didn't come
No,
out.
no. As opposed to, like, PlayStation 1 kicked off the next console generation by themselves. Everybody had to play catch up. So how we lost Sega?
But they lost Sega?
Where the fuck's Jaguar? And that's how we lost them. Atari and shit. That's how we lost them. We lost Sega and fucking trying to chase behind PlayStation.
It was the next home console.
That's
until
right.
the great green and black box came out.
That shit kicked things off in a way that you wouldn't believe.
What I want to get to.
So that $300 price point seems awful reasonable to me, considering what all you got back then compared to what you were playing. Like, you stepped into another dimension, literally.
In the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, the price points were $299 for Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
In PlayStation 3, they did a kind of thing what Xbox has done. Give you the X or the S.
Mm-hmm.
A little different. PlayStation had a 20 gigabyte or a 60 gigabyte.
They had that big 80 too, didn't they?
No, they said 20 and 60.
PlayStation 3?
Yep.
Nah, they had a big 80.
It must have came out later, but I found out it was 20 and 60. $499 for the 20 gigabyte.
Mm-hmm.
And 60, or for 60 gigabyte was $600.
Mm-hmm.
And this was in the range. It wasn't the range. It was the beginning of downloadable games.
Yeah. Like, it hadn't really kicked off yet, for real.
And yes, most of the games in PlayStation 3 early era was maybe 2 or 3 gigabytes, for 10 when it's a really big game.
Yeah.
But when you start getting like into fucking Red Dead, which was like 40, because I at least had to download it on Xbox 360, and I had 120 gigabytes for for $150 fucking console.
Mm-hmm. Why
did PlayStation fuck everybody trying to fuck like $600 for 60 gigabytes?
Your console didn't fall apart. That's what you paid for.
But your remotes did.
Nah.
And the data and then you had to pay for external hard drive. Man, I think
had one.
I think PlayStation has Xbox actually has an external hard drive, the 360 on the side, but I think PlayStation started that.
The external hard drives.
Yeah.
They may have once PlayStation 3 got deeper into the stuff. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I didn't own every game on PlayStation 3. I owned what I liked.
Yeah, and I don't think you were playing. I don't think you're playing Gran Turismo.
No, I didn't have Gran Turismo. I did have Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5. I had Last of Us.
God of War, anything?
I didn't have God of War. I didn't like God of War. I didn't like God of War to the newer God of Wars. I thought he was trying to be Devil May Cry.
That's what I'm saying. Like you played Devil May Cry though, right?
Yeah, but I didn't own Devil May Cry on my PlayStation 3. I didn't like that one. Devil May Cry 4. I didn't like that one. And I truly believe in my heart of hearts, that because Devil May Cry 4 was the first Devil May Cry that was cross-platform, coincidentally, it was the worst Devil May Cry game. Now, just a fucking coincidence if you ask me.
Getting back to the price points,
I'm just saying.
I want to get back to the price points because
you paid for a superior console.
But I believe the working man's console isn't bad. I believe that the Xbox, the newest generation, has outsold, in my opinion, the PlayStation 5.
The newest? Possibly.
The newest.
Possibly.
Because
neither console has come out with anything impressive.
We can't get mad about the COVID era. No. But PlayStation 5 definitely just didn't do anything. And how they were being made, so many vultures online were fucking buying them shits and selling them for $1,000 a piece.
Yep. They were going crazy.
Fuck those guys. Continuing on. They didn't do that to Xbox. It's real fucked up.
What was our price point for the PS4 and Xbox One?
$399 for the PlayStation 4. And $499 for the Xbox One.
And also, if I recall right, with the Xbox One, they didn't want you to trade your video games anymore, because the trading industry was taking money away from the gaming industry. So Xbox decided to jump on that and make it to where you couldn't, like if I had a Xbox 3 and you had a game or whatever, like, hey man, let me borrow that game. Okay, borrow this, and like it wouldn't work.
The license.
Right.
But that's going
PlayStation 4.
But that's going to an actual digital.
PlayStation 4 didn't do that. They allowed you to just borrow your buddy's game. Just here you go, pal. Borrow the game.
But could you put a PS2 game in?
Oh, I forgot about PS3 and Xbox. The HD versus Blu-ray bullshit. You see who won that? Now,
the HD versus Blu-ray.
No, not Blu-ray. What was it? It was HD versus the because Xbox 360 had that green shit, the green cable, that weird ass cable they had. There was like another type of format they were trying to use that wasn't HD. It was like it was another type of video format, but Xbox lost. Everybody chose to go with the one PlayStation had.
All I'm getting is the AV cords. Like they're not HD. They're just like It
was called something else.
They were the style beforehand.
It was
HD AV.
It was something else. I'm telling you, it was called something else. But regardless of what it was called, PlayStation 1, we've all switched over to HD. That's probably how you can tell if your Xbox 360 is original or not. If it has the HD port also. Like the HD port and that weird AV port. Does it have that weird AV port?
I got the AV port because I have to plug those in every time. I do have an
You still use those?
Yeah.
But it has an HD port also.
No. I don't think so. I have to get a adapter that was $15.
So yours might be really close to original. Probably refurbished.
I have to get the fucking plug in and I can use it for my Xbox and my PlayStation. Universal.
Sad. Piece of forgotten technology. But so price point.
I still believe Xbox had better.
When it comes to price point, Xbox overall has a better price. But for what you're getting,
I still believe it's okay. I don't think it's a downgrade.
Especially after it red rings, right?
I haven't seen a red ring on my Xbox.
Especially after not that new Xbox.
New Xbox One.
I haven't seen it on my second Xbox.
Hey man.
Christmas morning.
I didn't say all the Xboxes.
I thought it was supposed to be green.
I turned that shit on. I was like, that's not supposed to be it.
Red ring of death.
Same day on Christmas Day, no lie.
That's sad. Santa Claus in the chimney still laughing at your ass.
Matt got it was a Joker one, and I got a damn Batman one. And red ringed on me.
Damn.
Well.
You have any final debates you want to throw out?
All right. So technically 2-1. No, I want my corner. I want to talk so much shit.
I'm going to give Steve a minute. He got some shit he want to say about PlayStation that he can't form into a debate. So I'm going to just back up off the mic.
So I, as Liquid Gold Steve, comparing that piece of shit fucking console called the PlayStation to the great, godlike Xbox. Man, your exclusives are trash. Man, no one wants to play Devil May Cry Lite. Nobody wants to fucking play a zombie game. There's 30 fucking other zombie games out there. Nobody wants to play fucking male Tomb Raider. Get the fuck out of here. Forza did it better. Way better. Get the fuck out. What? You lying. Lying. Why? Why, PlayStation? Why you got a dick ride fucking Xbox? I know Xbox may have cheated you out of some money that you wanted, but goddamn, why'd you have to follow us? Why'd you have to follow them? You know we are better. All the Xbox players know we're better. PlayStation's trash. Xbox for life.
Hang tight. Play my music. Your mom. I fucked your mom. Fuck you. The only reason why we even have squeakers is because of Xbox. The only reason why the internet community via gaming is as toxic as it is because of all these unchecked punk-ass Xbox players. Xbox players are nothing more than the fucking weirdos that didn't fit in on PC very well. And so they all gathered together in a weird place with a weird guy that they worship. Bill Yates. We can just talk shit behind our computer. That's who Xbox gamers are. That's who the newer generation of Xbox gamers are born from. They're not born from the old games. They're not born from the old gamers. They're not born from a time when a quarter could get you going all day long if you had the real skill. They're not born from a time when you had to pass the sticks. They're born from a time where they have to keep the sticks themselves, no matter how many times they lose. They don't get a break. They just keep reloading and talking shit. No matter how many times they get shot, they don't get to think and say, man, maybe if I did this better, maybe see somebody else play a little bit and get a little bit of their talent going. They didn't get to work together to become better. They sat in their rooms, their little fucking hobbit holes, and if they couldn't afford to play World of Warcraft, they played Halo. They played Morrowind. They played Lord of the motherfucking Realms. They played these weird ass games and demanded that they be put on console so they can play weird games and talk shit. Nobody wants to play Abe's Odyssey. Nobody liked Lost Odyssey. Nobody liked that Blue Dragon shit y'all had. Nobody liked it. Nobody cared that you took Dead or Alive away from PlayStation. No one cared. You can keep all the boobies you want with your extreme beach volleyball playing asses. You can do that. No one cares. You go kill the Flood and the Coven with Super Master Chief. You know how much no one cares? They showed Master Chief's face in the live-action TV show. That's how much no one gives a shit. fuck you, Xbox gamers.
All what Kadawfi said was bullshit. He can't even write his first name. We all know, as Fighting Couch Potatoes, that Xbox is way superior than PlayStation. We want you to debate in the comments. Put your favorite console down and who you think wins this clash of consoles. PlayStation or the God tier Xbox. We all know I've been Liquid Gold Steve.
And I'm Kadawfi Crush. It's time to play the game.
Thank you for listening. Leave a like, subscribe. Hey man, we want to just say from the bottom of our heart, the creator of Dragon Ball,
Mr. Akira Toriyama, rest in peace. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Without you, this podcast probably wouldn't really have a whole lot to talk about. Power scaling, the way it works, wouldn't exist without you. Thank you so much. I know you weren't the first to do everything that you did do with these Dragon Ball shows. I know you made more than Dragon Ball, but you know what it is. We appreciate you. You helped so many of us grow up. You helped so many of us understand what pride, integrity, and true strength is in a man. Without you, I hope we can continue that legacy of being real men, having real honor, having real discipline. Thank you very much. Thank you to you and your family. May you rest in peace.
And this has been the Fighting Couch Potatoes.
You stay classy. And thank you for Dragon Ball.
It wasn't that bad.